Finally, Fortnite and Disney held a major presentation where they revealed a massive amount of content for the upcoming season. We got a sneak peek at superhero abilities, upcoming changes to the island, a new battle pass, and of course, the absolute Dr. Doom, who's gearing up to take over the Zero reality. It seems that this time, Epic's decided to skip the usual teaser build-up for the season, opting instead to reveal everything all at once. But hey, that's great news for us, because I'm about to break down all the secrets of Chapter 5, Season 4. So, let's get to it. First thing first, if you enjoyed the new season trailer, don't forget to give it a superhero or supervillain thumbs up. It's the best way to show Epic how much we appreciate their work. All this time, Dr. Doom was the one hiding under the Wanderer's hood. In the new season trailer, we see him fully absorbing the power of Pandora's box. This spells major trouble for the Loopers, and it looks like we're in for the most epic battle against evil since Chapter 2, Season 4, when the Marvel heroes united against the threat of Galactus. But this time, the danger is even greater. It seems like Epic's decided to bring us the most powerful version of Dr. Doom yet, one that even surpasses his God Emperor form. To give you an idea of just how strong this guy is, in one of the comics, Doom literally ripped Thanos' spine out with a snap of his fingers. At the same time, the island's residents are gathering their own resistance. Jonesy has even dug up a Captain America costume from somewhere, making him not just a legend, but Captain Legend. This moment in the trailer also gives a nod to the final battle from Avengers. It's a shame they didn't include the "Loopers assemble" line. That would have been mind-blowing. But even so, the gathering of heroes turned out to be incredibly epic. Meanwhile, Dr. Doom isn't just sitting around. While we're assembling our team, he's gathering villains from different universes. One surprise was Meowscles joining the dark side, though it's unclear why. After all, Dr. Doom's team has far more dangerous villains, like Mysterio and Emma Frost, who have been real thorns in the sides of many superheroes. But that's not all. In the trailer, Doom breaks into the Raft prison, where the most dangerous villains are held, to recruit more allies. So, Mysterio and Emma Frost aren't the only villains we'll be facing. As many have already guessed, most of the characters from the trailer will appear in the new season's Battle Pass. As usual, we'll have 7 skins in the main part of the Battle Pass, and 1 secret skin. This time, the secret skin will be the ruler of Latveria himself, Absolute Dr. Doom. On the first level of the Battle Pass, you can unlock Gwenpool, on the 20th level War Machine, on the 40th and 60th levels Peelverine and Emma Frost, on the 68th and 80th levels Captain Jones and Mysterio, and by maxing out the Battle Pass, you'll get Shuri in her Black Panther armor. That looks pretty awesome if you ask me. But that's not all. Throughout the 4th season, more villains and heroes will arrive on the island. A few days ago, data miners shared information that the item shop will have a separate tab for Marvel Universe collaboration skins. We already know that eventually the full Fantastic Four team will make an appearance. Additionally, Epic Games is working on a new fish stick skin inspired by Deadpool. There are even memes about it going around online. So you'll need not just a lot of V-Bucks, but a whole lot to grab everything. Now that we've covered the Battle Pass and season story, let's move on to the gameplay aspects shown in the trailer, where there's a lot to explore. First off, superhero abilities are finally returning to the island. We currently have information about 6 such items: Captain Jonesy's shield, War Machine's jetpack, Black Panther's claws, Iron Man's repulsors, Mysterio's magic, and Dr. Doom's gloves. Let's start with Cap's shield. It hasn't changed much since the Avengers Endgame mode, except now its attacks can ricochet between multiple. You can always take cover behind it. Overall, it's a pretty handy item. War Machine's jetpack, on the other hand, is something new. Well, kind of new. It's more like a mix of Iron Man's repulsors and an auto-targeting turret. While you're shooting hand cannons at one set of enemies, your railgun on the shoulder targets others. According to the interface, there will be 8 homing charges in total, though it's hard to say what kind of damage they'll deal since Epic kept those details hidden in the trailer. But the coolest part is that you can fly with the jetpack, making it not just a great weapon, but also a solid movement tool. Black Panther's claws have replaced Wolverine's claws, and it looks like this is their second version, information about which leaked last season. With the claws, you can dash quickly from one enemy to another, but that's not their main feature. As you deal damage with the claws, a kinetic energy bar gradually fills up, which can be used for a powerful attack. We've seen something similar with Black Panther's ability in Season 14. Now, the focus is on quick, sharp attacks. Additionally, the gameplay with the gloves seems much more fluid, with Epic putting a lot of effort into the animation to make the flight feel more alive. Plus, with the repulsors, you can now drop down on your enemies, similar to how Thor's hammer worked in previous seasons. It seems like Epic liked the idea of using the Metallica guitar, so they incorporated it here as well. Mysterio's ability is a bit harder to spot, but if you pay close attention to the trailer, you can see that it allows you to create clones of yourself while going invisible. It's kind of a mix between Dr. Sloan's ultimate and the Predator's cloaking device. It's tough to say how effective this will be, since bots aren't likely to fool competent players, so its usefulness will depend on the clone's durability and damage output. But overall, it looks pretty interesting. And of course, we can't forget the main villain's powers. Dr. Doom's abilities have been noticeably upgraded since his last appearance. Now, the wearer of Doom's gloves can briefly fly into the air, unleashing a beam of dark energy. Judging by how quickly it destroys buildings, this thing deals colossal damage. But such power comes at a cost: your mobility. While casting the spell, you become a very juicy target for any sniper. This situation is similar to Zeus's lightning bolts from previous seasons, which could destroy anything living but often ended up being super useless because the player was killed while floating in the air. I'm almost 100% certain these aren't the only abilities that will appear this season. Many veterans might remember that hero and villain powers didn't all show up at once in Season 14, so throughout the season, we're bound to get a few more abilities. They might even be leaked in the coming days. As for weapons and the loot pool, it's still a bit hard to say. In the trailer, we definitely saw the return of the Stark Industries energy rifle, which Hope was wielding. Speaking of Hope, she seems to have undergone quite a transformation as well. It looks like she and Jonesy decided to dress up for the end of the chapter to squeeze the last few V-Bucks out of us. Additionally, the double machine pistols promised by insiders will make an appearance. What's interesting is that each SMG will have its own ammo supply. So, we'll have a choice between increased accuracy when firing one gun or higher damage, but more spread when firing both. Moving on to the main changes on the island, here are my thoughts based on what we saw in the trailer. While there aren't many new main locations, Dr. Doom's castle, Latveria, and the raft prison are likely to be the major changes. If we recall, this season also started with just 3 new locations, so whether that's good or bad is hard to say. Let's hope Epic has put more time and effort into detailing each location, and the map changes throughout the season. Let's start with Dr. Doom's castle. It's likely the largest location that will appear on the island, and judging by the landscape, it will be situated where the classy courts used to be. However, something about the massive pipe spewing some strange smoke from the castle has me intrigued. It's likely to play a significant role in this season's storyline. The castle itself is designed with all the gothic, dark, and atmospheric elements you'd expect from Dr. Doom. I'm sure it's packed with references that we'll be discovering once the season goes live. The raft prison is the second largest location, and it might take the place in the western part of the island. I don't know about you, but to me, on a small island surrounded by water, which looks pretty interesting. Third on the list is Latveria, Dr. Doom's nation, which fits into a single location. If there's any place on the island where a guy in a green cape is highly respected, it's here. The streets of this small town are lined with statues of Dr. Doom, and every building is adorned with flags bearing the logo of their king. If you overlook the fact that the residents are villains who are willing to do anything to establish Doom's rule, the location is actually quite cozy. What's most interesting is that a part of Galactus's head appeared in the trailer. Of course, we shouldn't expect the cosmic giant himself, but it's a nice reminder of the previous Marvel season. Also, if anyone cares, the train will return to the game in the 4th season. But I'm curious if Epic heard our feedback about improving it, since it was pretty useless before. Place to call home. Overall, the trailer for Chapter 5 Season 4 was a significant step up from previous ones. Maybe it's because they finally gave more time to the cinematic aspect. Watching the heroes and villains gather their teams and then clash was just awesome. As the season's start approaches in just a few days, we'll likely see even more teasers soon, maybe even today. So, if you want to stay in the loop, make sure to hit the bell. And for all the latest secrets and leaks, subscribe to where you'll find weekly updates. And of course, don't forget